Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. We left off just beginning another cutscene after chapter 1, so let's jump into it. Erica and her companions have liberated the border castle. Alongside Princess Tana of Frelia, they ride to the Frelian capital. Oh, Tana, I'm grateful to see that you're safe and home again. You've no idea how I worried when I heard you were under attack in Border Milan. You are not to leave again without my permission. Do you understand?
Don't be mad, Father. Look, I come bearing good news. Erica, come out now. King Hayden, I am pleased to see you again, even in these sad times.
Ah, Erica, it does my heart good to see you safe.
Thank you. I was able to escape the castle before Renee fell. But I'm not sure if my father...
Yes, I have received word of your father.
Your Highness, please tell me, is my father well?
My friend, King Fado, did not survive the fall of Castle Renee.
No, it cannot be.
Rest assured, Grotto will be punished for its cowardly act. This is Frilia's promise. Erica, please stay here and rest. I cannot imagine how exhausted you must be. King Hayden, you know of Prince Ephraim's disappearance, do you not? Yes, we hear the prince and his men hound Grotto at every turn. It is said that he led his forces into the Empire itself. Reports suggest he's crossed the border and now fights in Ranval.
My brother, he fights on, even now?
Yes, my Pegasus Knights brought this information at a great price. Even though Renee has fallen, he charges into the enemy's heart. He is truly Fado's son. What a valiant youth. I wish that I knew whether he remains unharmed, but I do not.
King Hayden, I thank you for your offer, but I cannot stay. I intend to ride with my brother's side with reinforcements.
I cannot allow this. I know how you feel, but this plan is suicide. I would be betraying Fado's memory if I allowed any harm to befall you. Stay here, rest and mourn. Leave this war to the warriors.
I know you mean well, Your Majesty. However, I have lost my father, and my twin brother is in peril. My brother, he is a part of me. I cannot rest in peace while he risks his life.
No. Renee has no more army. Grotto's force is decimated. I wish that Frelia could provide you with support, with soldiers, but my son, Inez, is on his way to meet the Empire's forces. We cannot spare a single brigade. Your own retinue of knights cannot possibly face Grotto alone. Are you so determined to go?
Yes. With apologies.
As resolute as your father, eh? What am I to do in the face of such foolhardy determination? Vanessa.
Hail, Highness.
Moulder. You called, my king? Gideon. Yes, sir. You are to accompany Princess Erica of Renee into Grotto territory. I expect each of you to provide aid and support for her brother. Quite a grave responsibility you've given us.
No matter the obstacle, we will perform our duty.
All lives are yours. These are some of my most trusted and stalwart vassals. They will no doubt prove themselves quite valuable on your journey. Remember, you are venturing behind enemy lines. You will need supplies. I'll have a supply convoy ready to carry your weapons and provisions. It will remain at your side no matter how far afield you venture.
King Hayden, I thank you.
No. Save our thanks for your return with your brother, Prince Ephraim.
Yes, Your Highness.
And I got some gold, which will be very useful in the next chapter.
Erica, you don't really intend to go through with this, do you? I can't guess how you must feel, but it's just too dangerous. What would happen if you were captured by Grotto's men? Thank you for your concern, Tana. But I have no choice. Don't you see, Tana? I have to go. Erica. Why is this happening? What's gone wrong with this world? Tana. Why would Greta invade? Emperor God is a man of peace. His people adore him. And you and Ephraim are friends with Prince Lion, are you not? What could be behind this madness? Why is this happening? I have no answers for you, Tana. I don't want to believe it, but the reality is that we are at war. If I do nothing, I may lose my brother as well as my father. This is why I have to fight. It's the only answer I have.
Finally, the cutscene is over. Okay, so here's the first time we have any access at the map. You can see we can go to past places, or we can go to the next place with the flag for the current chapter. Now there's nothing there, and there's nothing here except managing our items. So like, I will trade this over. So yeah, nothing really yet too exciting. We can go into our new characters though. So first new character, oh we already did him, so right there, Vanessa. Vanessa is a Pegasus Knight, which is an unpromoted flying unit, level 1. She has 17 HP, 5 strength, 7 skill, 11 speed, 4 luck, 6 defense, 5 resistance, 7 movement, 5 con, and 15 aid, an affinity of anima. She can promote into either a Falcon Knight or a Wyvern Knight. She has growth rates 50 for HP, 35 for strength, 55 for skill, 60 for speed, 50 for luck, 20 defense, and 30 resistance. Vanessa is one of 2 Pegasus Knights available. She typically turns out a little weaker than Tana, who we saw in the cutscene there, but since she is available several chapters earlier, she's easier to train up. She's fast, accurate, very resistant to magic. If used, you have to give her the Philly Shield because she has no chance of surviving against a single bow. I use her frequently because I tend to use her in these earlier chapters. Her movement is very useful. And you really have to train her up if you're going to use her at all because she'll get wrecked if she doesn't get levels in these early chapters. If she's not been trained prior to Chapter 9, really, then you should use Chana. You can certainly use both, though. I have promoted her to both classes, and they both work out fine. Wyvern Knight's additional con helps her avoid better. Constitution, let me see if they even explain anything here. It just affects rescues. Additionally, it helps with weapons. Weapons have a weight. So that's weight is 4, I have a Constitution 5, so it's not going to have any negative effects. That's a weight of 11, so its weight is 6 more than my Constitution. That means that my speed in battle is going to be lowered because it weighs too much for me. So in that regard, a Wyvern Knight's extra con will help her to handle some of these even mediocre weapons. But if we change her into a Falcon Knight, she does get access to swords, which is cool. And then our other new character, Moulder. Moulder is a priest. He's level 3 with 20 HP, 4 magic, 6 skill, 9 speed, 1 luck, 2 defense, 5 resistance, 5 movement, 9 con, 8 aid, another anima affinity. He can promote into either a sage or a bishop. His growth rates are 65 HP, 40 magic, 50 skill, 40 speed, 20 luck, 25 defense, 25 resistance. Honestly, I have never used Moulder. We get a couple other magic people, or healing people, one of which is very soon. Some other magic people that will be able to heal once they are promoted. If you're looking at turning him into a sage, he has to fight with Lute, who should always be a sage, Arter, who should usually be a sage, Iwan can be a sage, Sala is a sage, so many, a couple of them will be sage. He should not be a sage, then Moulder just isn't good enough. As a bishop, there's only potentially Natasha and Arter for bishops, and Arter, again, I will go into in the next chapter when he, or 2 chapters later when he joins us, but I don't really prefer him as a sage, or as a bishop. I prefer him as a sage. So it's just Natata or Moulder. So he can be used, and he does have very good HP and pretty good constitution, but his magic and resistance leave something to be desired. If used, I would only use him as a bishop for the Slayer ability. Even then, he's only powerful against monsters, which is late game and post game, so kind of have to train him up. I don't predict myself using him, but we'll see how the next few chapters go. But I don't think so. So, on to the chapter now. King Hayden apologizes for being unable to spare soldiers. However, he spares these soldiers. However, he does provide Erica with a small but trusted party of vassals. Erica is grateful for the king's aid. Chasing rumors of her brother, she sets out for Grotto. The group's first stop is in the remote village of Ide, which was, until very recently, a part of Renee. Here, Erica sees the devastation of Renee with her own eyes. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to skip the cutscenes or at least skip reading them. I'm doing my best, but it's hard coming up with all these different female voices.
Seth has mapped out a route for us. We'll travel south of Renee and pass through Seraphim into Grotto territory. That would seem a sensible plan.
Oh, that's Moulder. His voice is not here. Assuming that we can avoid any run-ins with Grotto soldiers.
Princess Erica, may I have your leave to scout ahead? From the sky, I'll have a better chance of spotting any nearby troops.
We are yours to command, Your Highness. We will give your permission.
Yes, of course. Keep an eye out for enemy bowmen there, Vanessa. Yes, Your Highness, I shall. I shall prove myself worthy of the honor of your trust. She seems very sincere.
Sincere. Yes, quite. Hey, boss. We found more villages ripe for the picking. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. I love a good war. With all those soldiers preoccupied, we're free to pillage and as we please. Right, Bone, you're in charge. Grab everything that's not nailed down and bring it to the hideout. I'm on it.
Dad! Bandits approaching!
I'm getting you out of here, Ross. You stay close to me. Let's start with that village there. Go to it, boys. It's all yours. Cut down anyone fool enough to get in your way. I'm heading west around the mountains to the other villages. The village was destroyed, but 2 green characters come out. Ross, what is it? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's just a scratch. You're a warrior, Dad, and I'm your son. I won't be beaten so easily.
Don't risk yourself so foolishly. We need to get you some help.
Please, someone help my son. This looks serious. I must report back to Princess Erica at once. I have bad news. The village to the east is under attack by bandits. Bandits?
We've arrived at our first dilemma. We must move quickly and attract as little attention as possible, but
I cannot stand by and watch innocents be harmed. Vanessa, how fare the villagers? I've spotted one injured person. He appears to be just a child. Brother Moulder, can your staff help him?
Why, yes, it can heal his injuries with my staff, but I cannot do it from here. He's too far away. I must be near him.
Princess, please leave this to me. I shall bring the boy here.
Alright, Vanessa, it's up to you.
Very well, I'm off.
Okay, so here we go with the chapter. So, green characters, especially if they have a name, we can usually recruit them in some way. So obviously they gave us hints in the cutscenes to help. So we need to heal Ross, and then we can recruit him. And then Garcia, that's his dad, talk to him with Ross. So let's break down each of these two characters now, as we will try to get them. So we'll start with Garcia. Garcia is a fighter. He's level 4, 28 HP, 8 strength, 7 skill, 7 speed, 3 luck, 5 defense, 1 resistance, 5 movement, 14 con, 13 aid, and the fire affinity. He can use axes at a C level. Fighters can be promoted into either a hero or a warrior. His growth rates: 80% HP, 65 strength, 40 skill, 20 speed, 40 luck, 25 defense, 15 resistance. He's a typical fighter class. He has high HP and strength, low defense, resistance, and speed. His speed will be a problem for him throughout his use. Unable to double against many enemies, even as he's been trained. If he uses a warrior, he can make a great bow user, which is a rare attribute. If you're using him though, you really have to use speed wings on him at least. I only used him the very first time I played through, and I will echo again that issue of anyone else when you train him, even someone like Gilliam, when you train them, their speed gets up enough that they can double most enemies, but Garcia just cannot. So it's a big problem if you choose to use him. I don't expect myself to. Then Ross. Ross is a journeyman. Now looking at stats, they look awful, but a journeyman is think of it like a baby Pokemon, like a Zuro. But in this case, there's a reason that it's actually useful and exists. He can grow to level 10, and then he evolves into an quote unpromoted unit, a fighter or a pirate. So at level 1 journeyman, 15 HP, 5 strength, 2 skill, 3 speed, 8 luck, 3 defense, 0 resistance, 4 movement, 8 con, 7 aid, fire affinity. He starts out with only an axe at level E. And Ross, as I said, he is one of what's known as the trainees, the journeyman. He has incredible potential as an axe user, which is the least common of the 3 main weapon types. He has low speed and defenses like his father, but it is worse than. The problem is that his constitution is lower. However, with 2 promotes, he can fix those issues rather quickly. Typically, Ross should become a berserker, which is only an axe user, but they have high crit chance, good strength, decent enough speed. He's not always going to double, but he's going to get a crit a lot of times, so he doesn't need to. He can turn into warrior, which isn't bad though if you need an extra bow user. Berserkers have the ability to walk on water as well, so that's really good. I use Ross in every single playthrough, and I should get him up to level 10 in the next chapter. That is typically what I do in my playthroughs. So, let's start this chapter. I'm going to start with Vanessa rescuing Ross. See, green is like a neutral unit. They're kind of on your side. You can't control them, but they're pretty much on your side. They don't ever attack you. So grabbing him, I'm able to rescue him. So now, I could just wait over here, but I might as well go to this village and visit. It's just like houses. You visit a village, you can get items, they give you tips.
The most wonderful man rescued me. He was dressed like a mercenary, but he had an air of elegance about him. He gave me this elixir. I'm sure it will help you on the battlefield.
Wonder who they could be talking about. Maybe someone that we'll meet in Chapter 5. And now Erica will visit here.
This is terrible. What are we going to do? Those bandits are so close. If we can't find some way to protect ourselves, the village is doomed.
Perhaps.
People, listen to me. You must close the village gates immediately. Hurry before the bandits arrive.
Who are you?
You aren't from one of the neighboring towns, are you? And your weapons give you away. You're no peasant. My name is Arena. I'm a mercenary.
A mercenary named Arena, is it? There's more to you than that, I feel. But don't worry, it's none of my affair. I haven't told you who I am yet, have I? I am Selena, a general in Grado's army. Ah! Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
It looks like these villagers have some bandit troubles. I would like to help, but I have orders. I am leaving for the capital immediately, and I cannot stay. You're armed, and you claim to be a mercenary. Will you help them then? Is that a problem?
No, of course I'll help them. It's just, I'm one of Grado's generals. Why?
These aren't soldiers, they're people. Should they suffer because their leaders fight? I petition your aid. Take this as payment. Selena. God loves Selena. We'll see her in cutscenes, and then we may battle her one day, depending on what routes we decide. So I'm just moving everyone as far down here as we can get them, because we need to, before I finish that. There's another village here. It's not super important that you get this one. It only has, I forget what the thing's, like a water that raises resistance temporarily during battle. Honestly, I've never ever used one, so it's not hugely critical, but still, just free stuff that we can at least sell for money, if nothing else. So we'll see, he'll attack Garcia. Garcia hits him back, very good. And now he's going to move down and hand axe and kill that one, so that's good too. Now, you want to be careful with Vanessa down here when if she's like trying to rescue Garcia afterwards about this guy with the bow, because as I mentioned when I gave her the overview, she'll get wrecked. So we're gonna drop him and we'll just move over here so we can rescue him next turn. So now, let's heal Ross up. And now we'll talk with Erica. Hey, listen, my village is being attacked by bandits. My name is Ross. Come on, you have to help me wipe those thugs out.
Alright, just take a deep breath and calm down, Ross. Leave the villagers to us. We'll drive off the bandits. Seth, take the boys somewhere safe.
No, wait. I'm going to fight too. My father is out there, all alone, fighting those bandits. I've got to get back to him as quickly as possible. I'm the son of the great Garcia. As long as I have my axe, no bandit will ever defeat me.
Alright, I can see you're not going to be swayed, but you must promise you will stay close to us.
Okay, so we have Ross now. He's turned blue. So next step is to have Ross talk to Garcia. I usually have Vanessa rescue, bring him over, drop, etc, etc. Now, next thing I'm going to want to do, again, we're moving down to get in the range to fight them. Let's see, where can he reach to? Okay, so the armory here, I can buy things. Not going to until I get to, well, okay, so. Now, one thing I always want to buy, an iron sword and an iron lance. Because I don't want to waste Seth's strong items yet. So now I'll come over here and trade to take these, and then I'll move that up. So perfect. Not that I want to particularly use Seth, but if I do, I don't want to waste those items. Okay, so now we'll see them, they'll start moving a bit. Oh, and I didn't change Fran's item, that was totally my bad. See, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, rescue, then I can only move 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and I'll get killed. Now, I might be able to kill this myself, though. Oh yeah, that can definitely kill it. Now, I don't know, sometimes chapters will give you, like, I should be able to get Garcia if I just beat the chapter. Sometimes you do have to talk to them and recruit them in the chapter, though. Okay, so now I'm gonna have Moulder use his healing staff on Franz. And move him down here with a sword to take on a couple of them, and he's on the fort, which will give him better. Okay, I can sell the red gem I got from Selena for some more money, and then again I do... crap. Messed that up too. I wanted to buy... oh well. We can see these ones, they can't come down this way, so they'll come up to fight me. Now, you don't want to fight them from these spots. You might think, oh, the forest, that's good advantage, but they get to move on the peaks, which give them a huge advantage, so we want them out of there. So I'm going to keep him here. I'll move Seth down one, just to kind of block his path a bit. And I think that's good. Okay, so Franz is gonna get a good hit. He needs to level up and get some more speed so he can double them. Okay, let's kill that. Perfect. Them out of the way. Oh, perfect, a 2% critical hit. I'm liking that. And that's the kill. So I level up. No speed though. Now I want to leave him there. I could move him, but Erica's got the advantage against that one, and only one can reach her, so I'm confident she's fine. So, you know, they do have the advantage, but me staying in the forest gives me a decent enough chance. But I miss. And he hits. Okay, so killed that thing. Leveled up. Yeah, and again, just using the iron sword because I don't want to waste stronger weapons. Gotta move Seth here just to block that guy from going anywhere else. Talk to Garcia, so now he's on our team. Let's see. 7, 7, 7. So if I attack him, he attacks me back. And they both attack me next turn. I can still survive. I'm gonna do that because I'd like to not. And they all have 50 or less. Perfect. So I would like to get that village if I can. to do that. Okay, and he'll attack Erica and miss and die. Okay, great, so that worked out very well. I can go here and visit now. Get the, oh, sorry, I didn't read that, but got the pure water that is useless up to this point. Move Erica to get some experience. I'll buy another iron sword since I didn't get one for Erica. Almost done. I thought he might do that. Ow, that hurt. And I missed. I mean, he had 71. I missed one of my 72s. And that hit 22%. Jeez. Is this how this playthrough is gonna be? Ugh. Blast. Okay, so she killed him, grows a level. Fantastic. Oh, I forgot the question of the day. So our question of the day for this chapter is, should I use Vanessa? Tana comes in at chapter 9, so I could wait, just use her. I could use both. I could just use Vanessa. I've done all of those things. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'm gonna try to kill this with Vanessa, and I don't. Well, let's see. Can Ross? Ross cannot kill it. He can get some experience though, and he doesn't want to steal. That'd be good experience for anyone else. So let's see if I can get 6. Perfect. And I'll get like 33, yeah. Might have played this game a time or two. Well, Erica, let's see, what level is she again? She's level 6. I'll try this. I can always move Seth out of the way. Okay, good. Gilliam got it. Alright, so that's gonna be the chapter. You saved my son. I owe you my thanks.
It's not necessary.
Hold a moment. Aren't you the great Garcia? You fought for Renee, didn't you?
Seth, do you know this man?
He was a troop commander for Renee until around 10 years ago. When I was a recruit, the soldiers used to tell me so many tales about him. They called him a daring and fearless fighter for Renee. Master Garcia, you must know the peril our homeland faces right now. Can we impose upon you to lend your strength to Renee once again? I'm sorry. I'm retired now. I'm not a soldier anymore. It's a decision I made long ago. Master Garcia. When I was a soldier, I lived my life fighting for my country's honor. I left no time for my family. I spent my life fighting for faceless, uncaring nobles. When my wife fell ill and died, I met the child she had left behind. At that moment, I finally realized what my duty had cost me. I stood at my wife's grave and promised her I would be a father to our son. I'm done with armies. I've done my fighting, except to protect my son. I have no regrets. I'm the boy's father. You blasted fool! Father, what's all this nonsense I'm hearing? Ross. If you're not going, then I will. I'm a fighter. I know I can do this. Ross, what are you saying? Dad, please, listen to me. I respect you more than any other man in the world. I know you gave up being a soldier for me. I know that. But how can you throw away such a big part of yourself? You're a warrior at heart. You can't give that up and be happy. Look at me, Dad. Have you seen me fight? I'm not a child anymore. I'm a warrior, like you. You're free to worry, but I can survive on my own. Ross. You want to challenge me, Father? I'm a fighter. I'm the best in all of Ide. I'm not gonna lose to you. I'm not gonna lose to anyone. You're right. You're a good soldier, Ross. So Seth, if these old bones of mine can still serve, I'd like to join you.
Dad.
Looks like my boy grew up while I wasn't looking. He's tougher than I thought. He doesn't need my help. I've raised him as best I could, but he's right. I've nothing to fear. I should fight. I will fight.
Dad! Thank you so much for your help. Please, stay the night and rest. We would if we could, but we have much to do and far to travel. Your safety is reward enough.
Ah, well. My, that's a splendid bracelet you're wearing.
Thank you. My father gave this to me. It's the second time it was mentioned already in a cutscene, so I'm sure it has some importance to the storyline.
It's a wonderful gift, but you should be very careful wearing such a valuable item so openly. Since Renee was invaded, things have become so dangerous around here. There are gold-hungry thieves and bandits everywhere. The most wicked are Basba's bandits. They are cruel beyond belief. If you have something they want, your life is worth less than nothing. Just the other day, they assaulted some travelers. Oh, it was awful.
I can't believe such things.
Oh, Renee is finished. Mark my words, the Grotto Empire has stolen our future. Our only hope against them was that Prince Ephraim would prevail, but rumor has it that he's on the verge of being crushed by Grotto's vast numbers. These are dark days. Travel with care. So there it is, Chapter 2. Thanks for watching, and the next chapter will be